Now let's talk about the government shutdown of 2026. Democrats began the shutdown on February 15th. Today is March 25th. That's nearly 40 days of Democrats putting our country in danger at a time when national security should be our top priority. And what's at the center of this shutdown? Democrats want to defend and protect illegal aliens, including murderers and rapists. Instead of strengthening agencies like ICE and Customs and Border Protection, Democrats are pushing policies that make it harder for them to do their jobs. Democrats want more restrictions on where enforcement can happen or limiting action where it's easiest to find large groups of illegals. They want to protect illegals by adding legal hurdles like requiring more warrants and coordination with local governments. And they want to dictate how federal agents operate in the field. Now, some ideas, like body cameras, make sense. Accountability is important, but Democrats want to slow deportations to a crawl because they love criminals. They want to disallow the wearing of masks so agents can be doxxed, harassed, assaulted by Democratic Party brown shirts. And we know what the Democratic Party does to people they disagree with. Just ask Charlie Kirk or President Trump. Joe Biden and Alejandro Mayorkas allowed millions of illegals to enter the country illegally over the past several years. That puts real strain on communities, resources, and public safety. So the question is simple. Why are Democrats making it harder to enforce the law instead of easier? Here's the answer. They love criminals, and they hate the America that you and I love. They want to allow felons to vote. They created sanctuary cities to protect illegal aliens. They want to defund the police. They want to defund ICE. They want open borders. They want cashless bail. They want early release for violent criminals. This is not your grandparents' Democratic Party. Democrats are now the party of the insane. From my perspective, the answer is clear. We need a government that prioritizes border security, supports law enforcement, and upholds the rule of law. That means giving ICE and the CBP the tools they need, not tying their hands. It also means Republican leadership needs to step up. No more passive negotiations, no more business as usual. If this shutdown is going to end, it will take real pressure, real leadership, and a willingness to fight for results. I'm aiming this at you, John Thune. Republican leaders need to light a fire under Democrats who are voting against opening up the government. They need to threaten to take senators off committees, end funding in their states, end major projects in their states, whatever it takes, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about a shutdown, it's about whether we are serious about enforcing our laws and protecting our country. And that's a debate we cannot afford to lose. And if you want to understand why this matters, look at what's happening in real communities. In Fairfax County, Virginia, 41-year-old Stephanie Minter was stabbed to death while waiting at a bus stop. The suspect, Abdul Jalal, has been charged with her murder. According to authorities, he had a long criminal history and had previously entered the United States illegally. Cases like this raise serious questions about enforcement, accountability, and public safety. These are not abstract policy debates. These are real consequences that affect real people and real families, and the Democrats are making the country more and more dangerous every day. From my perspective, this is why enforcement matters. This is why border security matters. And this is why many Americans believe the system is not working the way it should be. And this is why many Americans are pointing at Chuck Schumer and the Democrats and saying, it's your fault, you need to fix it. Because at the end of the day, government has basic responsibilities to protect its citizens, and the Democrats are not willing to do it. And when that responsibility is not met, the consequences are real and often very tragic.